Good evening. Sounding polite in English, easy tips and tricks. Learning to be polite in a new language isn't easy. Every language has special ways to show respect, and knowing how to use their rules can make a big difference. One simple way to make your English sound more polite is by using modal verbs. You probably already know modal verbs like could, would, might, and shall. While these verbs are used to talk about ability or possibility, they're also a great way to make your English sound softer and more polite, especially when asking questions. For example, asking someone, "Do you want to have dinner with me?" sounds direct, but if you use a modal verb, "Would you like to have dinner with me?" this sounds much nicer. Modal verbs are also used when asking someone to do something for you. "Could you open the window, please?" sounds much softer than "Open the window, please." That's true. Another way to sound considerate in English is to use the passive voice. This is useful in situations where it might be rude to directly point out someone's action or mistakes. For example, "The computer wasn't turned off" sounds nicer than "Bob forgot to turn off the computer." I see. You can also use the past tense to sound polite. For example, when you check into a hotel, the staff might ask, "Did you need any help with your luggage?" Even though the past tense is usually used to talk about things that have already happened, in this case it's a polite way to ask if you need help with your luggage. These tips will help make your English sound more considerate and respectful. Yes, I learned it on the way. Everybody talks like that anyway, so I felt like I should talk like that too. So it was not in the textbook or anything. What are your thoughts on the tips in the article? I mean, there's no thought. I mean, it happens in the conversation. Do you ever find it hard to be polite in English? No, I just got used to it. So, how important is polite language in your culture? Oh my God, it's very, 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 extremely important. Do non-native speakers of your language often have trouble learning how to use polite language? Japanese people are very nice that even they don't use polite Japanese, we kind of understand that he or she is just learning and be able to use the proper way of saying it. So, yeah. But there can be trouble. Hey, what are some of the best language learning tips or tricks you've heard? Just try to do it every single day, yes. For the discussion and copy somebody, yes. How long have you been learning English? Oh my God, 40 years? How often do you get a chance to use English in your day-to-day life? Not every day, but most of the days because writing, yes. I want to speak more though. In your opinion, what are some of the biggest challenges when it comes to learning English? Shyness, especially for Japanese people. Afraid of making mistake is the worst thing. Make mistake and you learn, which is much better. You advance much faster. What advice would you give to someone who's thinking about learning English? Just like I said, that don't be afraid about the mistakes. Yes. What English-speaking countries would you most like to visit? Everywhere. I want to go to England again.